I want to thank all of you for coming today for what is, for us, a bit of an experiment, a series of shows which we're calling the Off-Mirvish season. We used to have more drama in our series, more comedy, and so we're going to start out with 2 dramas and 2 comedies for this new series. And one of the shows will take place here in the Royal Alex. It's the first in the series. It's a play called Terminus.
For Terminus, we invite our audience up on the stage with us, and we use the backdrop of the empty theater as part of the way in which we tell our story.
The way that Mitchell has staged this show, this is the perfect theater for it.
The patrons are going to have an incredible view that they didn't get to see when they come and sit in the regular seats.
The second show is a show called Without You, and it was written by Anthony Rapp, who was Mark in the original production of Rent.
Without You is really about a 2.5, 3 year period of time where all these incredibly life-changing events occurred. Jonathan Larson, the 35-year-old composer who'd been working on Rent for a number of years, he died very suddenly after the dress rehearsal off Broadway. The show became this enormous success, which was an incredible event. And then during that time as well, my mom was battling cancer. David Mirvish came to see Without You at the Menia Chocolate Factory in London just a few weeks ago. And apparently he said to David Babani from the Chocolate Factory that night, I think I want to do this in Toronto.
The third show in our season is a winner of the Tony, Olivier, Evening Standard, and Pulitzer Prize. It's Clybourne Park.
The play is in 2 parts. The first part is set in 1959 in a house, and a black family is moving into this house into a predominantly white neighborhood. And the second act of the play is in 2009. We shift 50 years later, and now a white family is moving into a predominantly black neighborhood.
It's great to have the opportunity to get to come back and do a play that was so well received in a smaller scale and to bring it back to a larger audience.
The last piece in it is Dancing with Rage by Mary Walsh. And I'd like to invite Mary to come out and just talk to you for a minute.
It's a show about a little girl who grew up next door to her family. It's a show about Marg Delahunty, Princess Warrior. Marg went to Expo in 1967 with Our Lady of Mercy Choir. She got knocked up. She came home. Her mother made her give up the baby. Marg never saw the baby, never knew what sex the baby was, never knew where the baby was. Suddenly, Marg is going blind with macular degeneration, and she feels that before she goes blind, the one thing she wants to do is clap eyes on that little baby. In a very dark part of the play, Marg begins to feel that maybe Stephen Harper is her love child.
I felt I had an opportunity. I went to shows that I would have loved to have had in my theater. How do I get them there? And if you do it one at a time, I don't think you can build anything. But if we sell it as a series of 4 shows and find that there is a core audience, then maybe over the years we can do more dramas and more comedies, and that would be a lot of fun to do.